Namaskaram. Namaskaram, namaste, or namaskar is a Hindu greeting that says, the light in me sees and acknowledges the light in you, or the God in me sees and acknowledges the God in you. My name is Marky Mendoza, and welcome to Reiki with Marky. This is your weekly tarot reading for February 20 up to 26, 2023. Here we are to provide you with 8 different cards, 7 cards resonating the 7 energies of the day, and 1 extra card to give us the theme for the week. And there are 2 types of card that we can possibly get, major and minor cards. When we get major cards, these can be major blessings or can be major warnings, but the minor cards will tell us how much effort we need to put in to manifest better blessings in the future. So here we are for the first card for our Monday energy. Lord blessings, here we go. Monday energy is... Oh, okay. The King of Cups is here, and every time we have a cups in our card, these can resonate 2 energies. It can be possibly a form of emotion. It can also be a form of success. So this is a mix of both. Now, when we talk about this card, as you can see, the imagery is also showing a body of water. Now, in the tarot cards, every time we have body of water, it's a resonating energy of emotions. Now, depending on how the body of water represents, it's a little wavy, so that means the emotions can also be a little wavy. So that means there is a possible, here and there, the emotions can be up and down as we go through a little bit of disappointment, because there can be some opportunities for you to discover that there may things that have worked, and there are things a little bit, let's say 30% of what you plan may not necessarily pan out well. It may lead to disappointments, but remember, this is still another reminder for us that 70% has manifested fully, and this is still a huge blessing. So learn from this and make sure to see what other things we can do differently in the future and work from there and do better in the future by making sure that we learn and apply better planning, discernment process, and make sure that they execute better in the future. Starting off is really, the week is starting off to be just a little bit shaky, but let's see what the Tuesday energy is like. For our Tuesday energy, here we go. Okay, Tuesday energy, we have to be very mindful. We have a major warning for our Tuesday card, and this is the Tower. Okay, so this is a little bit, the Monday and the Tuesday energy go hand in hand. So the key to discovering the energy for our Tuesday energy, most especially what we're meant to discover tomorrow, is that to do not put so much emotions into the little thing that may not have worked well. Now, this is easier said than done, I know, because of the Tower is literally telling us that the Tuesday energy, it may take a toll on us emotionally, that everything else in our Tuesday plan may have a direct toll. That means if you have already set plans for Tuesdays, there's a strong tendency that majority of it may not necessarily be well focused because of the emotions that we have been feeling, because of the 30% disappointment that we may have to go through for the Monday energy. Again, I know it's easier said than done, but remember, when we have our responsibilities and we have our commitments in place, and no matter how our either internal situations or external situations will also manifest in front of us in the present time, there really is a strong calling for us to stay grounded and to stay focused so that we can still fulfill other responsibilities. The least thing you would want to happen is that everything else the rest of the week, in terms of planning, everything that you need to manifest, any of your responsibilities that you already have, that you've already set for this week, can also have a domino effect. So make sure to stay grounded. No matter what we need to discover for the Monday energy, use this as an opportunity for you to just do better and to learn, because that learning is going to unlock the wisdom. When you unlock the wisdom, this will also help you see through other plannings in the future. Oof, okay, now let's see. Lord, let's make up for the Wednesday energy. But for the Wednesday energy, here we go. Oof. Yes, it became better. And you know what? The first 2 days of the week is really, it may start off as something that may shake us, only for us to discover resilience on our Wednesday energy. We have another major blessing, and it's the Strength card. So I would say that the first 2 days of the week is essential for us to go through, only for us to discover resilience and strength. Now, remember, there are also times that we can discover power in times that we need our focus, our mental focus, our emotional focus. That's the only time that, and again, when can we use these abilities, or when can we even discover these abilities? Only when situations are also pushing us to unlock these situations, just like either these are rock bottom situations, or these are situations that may have discovered some mishaps. And every time we do so, the fight or flight situation in our mind, body, and soul is always going to be activated, only for us to discover resilience and courage. Now, the Wednesday energy is also talking about no matter what we need to go through on this day, and these can be major things. Let's say if you're in the aspect of our career, or in the aspect of our spiritual life, or in the aspect of our personal life, there are here and there decisions and commitments and responsibilities that we still need to maintain. And remember that we're approaching the end of our month, and that means for the professional life that we have, there can be some deadlines, there can be some backlogs that we need to finish. And the emotions that we may feel on the Monday and the Tuesday energy can get the best of us, but the Wednesday energy will turn things around. We will discover a lot of courage and resilience. So in the end, we will really see that the first 2 days of our week is essential for us to go through, only for us to unlock something better. For me, that is really a quick turnaround, but let's see what the Thursday energy is about. So here we go for the Thursday, and wow. This is also a piggyback on the Thursday energy. Actually, the first 3 days of the week are all tied together, because on Thursday, we discover more resilience and more reasons why the Monday energy has to happen, because we have the Ace of Cups. Again, the cups would represent either it can be a form of emotion, it can also be a form of success. But this one, we discover success amidst the imagery on this card is also resonating a little bit of darkness. But in spite of and despite of the situation, there are some angelic beings, and at the same time, the dove representing the Holy Spirit. And as the angel is holding this cup, is also telling us that yes, amidst all possible darkness, confusion, and uncertainty, the blessings of wisdom will be given upon us to finally realize why it has to happen. There are some things that in the onset we may think that it can be something that will also shake us, because these are things that we did not anticipate, or these are things that we did not really want to manifest, but only for us to give a better view of things, most especially when you are able to surpass the situation. There are times that when we are currently dealing with situations, there are strong tendencies for us to see it on not just on a different light, but rather on a very limited perspective, because we may be dealing with emotions, we may be dealing with damage control, and at the same time, we need to be resilient. So there are also tendencies for us to not fully see through the situation, in which the Thursday energy will give us a big overview as to why things have to happen. With the Thursday energy and the wisdom that you will be receiving on this day, you will realize that had all of the plans that you've set for the Monday energy pan out fully, like 100%, it could be also a little different. So now you will also get to realize that there are really things that would not really work, only for better things to be in the surface. So that's really a very good lesson. So expect that the first 4 days can be a little bit rocky and shaky, but only for us to discover a lot of wisdom. Let's go through with our Friday energy. Now for our Friday energy, here we go. Blessings upon us. We have another major card. Now for this week, we have the Empress, and perfect opportunity to receive blessings, because it is the day of the Divine Mother. Friday, we will be giving birth to many blessings. It's a similar energy that we have for the Saturday energy. We've also gotten this card for the last Saturday energy in preparation for Mahashivratri. So the Friday energy is in all aspects of life. It can be also if it's in the personal life, it can also be for the spiritual life and our careers as well, and in our love aspects. Here and there, do not be surprised if many blessings will be received. So This is a perfect day for us to also celebrate with our friends and family because of the great news that we have experienced. Wisdom is really going to be given to us because of the first 4 days of the week. There are many things that we will also reconcile in our mind, and we can never have it any other way once you finally discover why it has to happen perfectly in that sequence, only for you to see that yes, I was able to rise above a challenging time of my life. It can be starting off with a little bit of confusion, a little bit of challenges here and there, only for you to discover why it has to happen. Friday energy is really giving us a lot of opportunity for you to also share this experience and to turn it into a powerful story that can help others in the future. That is what you're going to give birth on this day. You are giving birth to a strong story in which in return can be somebody else's possible blessing in the future. So work on how you can also establish the story that can also help you and help others in the future, just by making sure that you're also going to welcome and embrace blessings of wisdom this week. Now let's see the Saturday energy. Here we go for the Saturday energy. So far, it's starting off to progress really well, but our Saturday energy, speaking of, that's the perfect opportunity again right there, because we have the Queen of Cups. It's literally the culmination of the first 5 days of the week, and the Queen of Cups is telling us, just like how the imagery here, you have a book and a pen here to really write this story so that you can also share this powerful experience in the future. Like in this imagery, there are many tools that you will see here. There's even an image of a scorpion here that can also resonate the challenge that you were able to experience, only for this to serve as a powerful inspiration in the future. So you may feel that you may need to stay out from other activities on this day, but only for you to find the necessary opportunity for you to really learn from this. You can do journaling, you can also write this down, and can also inspire you to do something unique. If you're a motivational speaker, or if you're also a leader, it can be in your career or in your community. This is really a day for us to feel the inspiration, for us to really set everything straight on the record, so that in the future we are ready to share this experience. So I feel like this week is going to be a strong learning process for everybody. No matter how this will present, I want you to keep an open mind and heart, because things are really meant for the greater good of the future. So let's see what our Sunday energy is about. Here we go. For the Sunday energy, we have, everything is tied together from start to finish, because you know what? On the Sunday energy, we have the Queen of Wands. And every time we have wands in our card, it's resonating energy of hard work and effort and hard labor. So that means, and look how the Queen of Wands is holding close her chest where the heart is. And so that means on a Sunday, you will find a lot of motivation to really, the experience for this week is going to allow you to really have a fresh start, have a new perspective, set goals, dreams, and aspirations really well with the inspiration of whatever happens this coming week. And the only thing that I also see here is that I know on the Sunday is that it can be an opportunity for us to rest and recover, spend time with our friends and family, to relax. But the Sunday energy, just like what the Saturday energy is about, the Sunday energy is still full of inspiration. So I still see you doing the hard work here, putting everything into perspective, into better perspective, that is. And also, this is also going to help you rearrange or to tweak what your new style will be, just because there's a strong learning that will manifest this week. I cannot express this first 7 days of this week is also going to give us a good preparation in the future, because still, and I will never fail to not mention this in our sessions, because February, as we approach April energy, the April energy is really going to manifest more challenges. So this can be the experiences that we will have for this week can also prepare us better for something that can also challenge us more. But remember, the more that we develop more skills, the more we learn, unlearn, and relearn, so that we can also absorb more wisdom, it gives us an upper hand in dealing with challenging situations in the future. But with everything that has panned out, what's the theme for this week? And this is the final card. Of course, it's going to lead to abundance and prosperity, because Six of Coins. Coins, again, is a representation of the abundance and prosperity, the material abundance and prosperity, but it's never going to be limited to that, because as you can see, the weighing scale The very balanced weighing scale here represents that there will be equal opportunities of not just abundance and of prosperity, but the skills that you will able to learn, that you may also discover, or it's literally going to unlock a certain part of you that will be willing to go through certain heights only for you to discover many blessings. And the balance of you understanding why it has to happen, just like how the first 3 days of this week has manifested, it may start off a little shaky, but only to give us a lot of courage and strength. The Tuesday and the Wednesday energy as they go hand in hand, because when, just like what the tower is, it may feel like it's a rock bottom situation, but only for us to discover strength and resilience. Oftentimes, something so tragic can happen first, only for us to discover power, for us to discover that we have the ability to rise above. And again, these are the times wherein we are also going to be pushing ourselves to discover ways on how we can rise above. But imagine if these things are not really happening. I mean, how can we also push ourselves to discovering these? So oftentimes, I know even for a start, as a human being, we may have tendencies for us to feel emotionally challenged on this. But remember to ground yourself and see through what I can learn here and what I can change and improve on in the future. When you put all of these together, and also at the same time making sure that you're going to document all this experience only for this to serve as an empowering inspiration in the future, you can never go wrong with that. Watch out closely as to how this learning can also shape a better version of you in the future, and let's make sure that we will also work on this together. That's it for our weekly energy, and I do hope you like this episode. And I also hope that you're also liking our daily shorts, and please share it to your friends and family, and do not forget to like, share, and subscribe in our YouTube channel. And we will also see you in our Sunday energy. If you also have other topics that you want us to discuss in our daily shorts, just please leave a comment down below. But for now, this has been Marky Mendoza, leaving the inspiration to keep trusting the process, most especially for this week. I'll see you in the next video, but for now, namaskaram. Have a very resilient week this week.